There are several ways people are becoming really strange. And it's not just you thinking that. There are plenty others who are awake and reveling in truth and not bullshit. And if you are sick and tired of bullshit and actually want to improve your life through truth and be held accountable, join my free community. It's called the No Bullshit Society. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment down below. It is free for you to join. So, look, let's say how it is. People are weird. And people are getting weirder. And we know that people have changed. We know there's certain points in our recent history, 2020, or maybe a little bit earlier, or maybe a bit after, that we thought that there's been a real shift. People are more selfish, people more narcissistic, more toxic, people more unreliable. We get all of that. You know the drill. But what about the word strange? What about weird? Well, if people are making you feel uneasy, if things aren't making any logical sense anymore, if people are confusing you more than ever, then that's the reason. They're strange or becoming stranger. And with them becoming stranger, we become estranged. We pull back. We review our relationships. We say, do I want to be around this weirdo? These weird people. And I'm not talking about in the eccentric weird. I'm talking about in all their behaviors. Personally, professionally, emotionally, everything. So I've made a list here of the specific ways people have been strange. And maybe it might resonate with you. And the answer on what to do with these strange people will be at the end of this video. So, first of all, people have lost any real sense of self. Everyone's a collage of TikTok takes, recycled trauma talk, borrowed opinions. There is zero original thought nowadays and zero inner backbone. I see this a lot in my community where I tell people to grow the F up because all you're doing is moaning and complaining. All you're doing is taking course after course, program after program, book after book, and none of your circumstances change. It's almost like you want someone to do it for you. But also, you just parrot back maybe what I've said or what someone else is saying, and there's no sense of self. Especially that recycled trauma talk and the borrowed opinions. Where's people's original takes? Where's originality and inner spine of opinion anymore? And it doesn't have to be something drastic or controversial. Someone to say, I don't like Disney movies. Why? Because I find them to be recycled and boring. It's just not for me. Or, I don't like that type of food. I like this type of food. I think we should do this. I think we should do that. No. If they say anything, it's parroting someone else, and their attention span is so bloody low, hence the collage of TikTok takes, that actually they're not having a conversation or even a healthy debate. They're just saying words. It's hot air. They might as well blow it out of their arses because it makes no sense and changes nothing. Speaking of which, another way they're becoming very strange is they melt down over nothing. Tiny inconveniences trigger now almost full-scale emotional warfare. People used to cope with shit. Now they crumble. I was speaking to somebody the other day about the reason why so many relationships, and in particular marriages, are falling apart. It's not because of feminism. It's not because of this or that or bullshit. It's because people don't have a backbone to cope with shit anymore. If you get married at the altar and they say in sickness and in health, oh yeah, I do, and you go and have a little party and the cake and the honeymoon, do you know what it means to be in sickness and in health? Yeah, that's holding their hand through shit both ways. Them with you, you with them. But now, people are walking away from their families, young children, and going to Asia or wherever and posting it on Instagram. Because they can't cope. Or people can't even hold a job or run a business or hold their own, and they just melt at the first sign of adversity. Melting down over something so trivial, Something so superficial. Where is the backbone? My grandparents' generation, they were hard. They were tough. They went, sometimes weeks with no power. They were immigrants from the Mediterranean, no education. Like, they got on with it. Now, oh, he's not paying me enough attention, I'm going to leave. Oh, she doesn't tell me how handsome I am. Oh, this job's too stressful. No wonder they're strange, especially for you, who's hardworking, who's determined, who's trying to be no bullshit. They're full of bullshit. It is strange. It's pathetic. They treat feelings also as facts. If they feel attacked when you attack them, if they feel right, they're right. They are all over the place. Feelings are not facts, and as we know the famous saying, facts do not care about your feelings. Just because I feel sad doesn't mean it's a fact. It means that I've interpreted it that way, it doesn't benefit me, and I feel hard done by. I need to grow the hell up, be an adult, and realise that I don't get my own way all the time. That it's not all about me. But these people also, another reason why they're very strange, is they have main character syndrome, where they think it's all about them. I am too good to queue. Well, we all queue. I won't wait in line, they say. I am too good for this. I don't need to wear a seatbelt in a car. I want this, I want that. Pathetic. It's all about me. They'll make your wedding about them. They'll make your birthday about them. It all has to revolve around them. It's exhausting. These people arrogantly and delusionally say, well, I'm not a narcissist. I'm not toxic. I'm not self-involved. Well, you are. If you've got main character syndrome, which anyone of any background, any race, any age, any height, any weight, anything, now thinks their shit don't stink and think they are amazing as well. It is absolutely peculiar. Another way they're becoming strange is they can't sit with silence. Everything and anything now is noise. Podcasts, doom scrolling, videos, drama. Being alone with their own mind absolutely terrifies them. When I was 21 years of age, I had a mentor at the time who was useless. And he had a friend, and we were out drinking, partying, and everything like that. And I confronted this guy, and I said, how comes you're out all the time? I said to him. And he goes, well, if I'm not out, I'll be at home. And if I'm at home, I'll curl up into a ball and die because I'll have to face uncomfortable thoughts and truths. I carried that insecurity for a very long time until I finally walked away from a lot of people and reset and did everything to clean my life up. And I faced those thoughts. They were dark to begin with, yeah. My mind terrified me to begin with, yeah. But as the saying goes, when you learn to stare at the abyss long enough, into the darkness of your soul, eventually the darkness of your soul stares back at you and you're not afraid of it anymore. If you push through like that, you recognize and realize that actually, I can do this. This is not true. Actually, I can fix myself. Actually, I can get better. It's as simple and obvious as that. So, silence for me is peace. And peace should be the number one goal of every self-aware, no bullshit person. But if you're not seeking peace, you're seeking noise. And if you're seeking noise, you're drowning yourself in distraction and nonsense. And last but not least, they hate a word that would change their lives dramatically for the better. And that's why they're strange. These people hate accountability. They want to win without the work, the results without the discipline, and the sympathy without any form of responsibility. They want to have it all delivered to them right here, right now. As someone who has, unfortunately, engaged with people with no accountability, it can be the most exhausting, draining and strange utterly strange experience you'll ever have. How these individuals conduct themselves, think and approach life is very bizarre. But you've got accountability. You've had to work hard. You've seen the graft. And to see these people think that it should all be handed to them on a silver platter or you do it for them is truly revolting. So anyone that ticks those boxes that I've said, anyone that resonates with that and has someone in their personal, professional life like that, they are strange. You are not crazy. You are not imagining it. It's happening. It's real. It's going on. So what the hell do you do? How the hell do you fix it? What do you do to resonate with this and actually let it sink in? Well, let me ask you, do you want to be a strange person? No. Are you sick and tired of bullshit? Yeah. Cut your ties. Distance yourself. Keep them at arm's length. Because without realizing, their strange ways and agenda and beliefs will creep into you and destroy all the wonderful things you've worked hard for and towards in your life. I don't want that to happen to you. And if you are sick and tired of bullshit and want to level up with truth and be around good people, not strange weirdos, join my free community. It's called the No Bullshit Society. The link's in the description and pinned comment down below, where it's free to join and we hold each other accountable to level up and improve everything. And we keep the weirdos and the strange ones out. So, let me ask you a question. What other ways do you think people are becoming strange or are very strange or weird along these lines that I've left out? I want you to share your thoughts in the comments below, because you never know who's watching this video, who's lurking in the comments, who might resonate, who might understand, and your advice or your story will impact them for the better. Share your thoughts below on why these people are so bloody strange.